Yo, it's PDK the producer, and you are now listening to the Missing Conversation podcast.
Welcome back, man. I got a special guest here. This is the Missing Conversation podcast where the conversation is missing. I got a special guest, man. This guy been a huge supporter of mine from the very beginning. Good friend of mine, knowing each other for years. Welcome to the platform, PayBack. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. I was waiting for this podcast for a while now, so finally.
I appreciate you touching the Missing Conversation podcast, man. We done had so many deep conversations. Some of the stuff I agree with you with, some of the stuff we disagreed on, but it's always healthy dialogue with my brother. He's always been a supporter of mine. And some of the stuff he told me was right, with some of the stuff I was doing. He's been a supporter of mine when I was feeding the homeless, when I was trying to put the Black Men United thing together. So, man, where do we start with the community stuff, man? What do you thought? What are your thoughts about the community issues that we have, man?
Where do I start? I would say, bro, the community is dead. There's no community anymore. It's dead. It's dead
So
because
elaborate on that.
because I've been analyzing. I've been doing some research over the years, even before I know you. Because remember, I know when I just know you, I was telling you all these things that was going on. But at the time, you see it, but you're still trying to fix it. When I know you back then, you're still trying to fix it by us, trying to feed the homeless and try to give back to the community. But the community sometimes don't really love you back. They even try to help you back. Like for example, a good dude or a good black man will go out there, go to college, and get educated. You know, trying his best to be a good dude, trying his best to contribute to his community by, going to college and be a good person. So when he come back, he gets shit on because they say he's too nice or he's too educated or he's talking white. He gets shit on. And another thing is, you got, for example, you got two sons, right? A mother have two sons. One is in college and one is in jail. So the one in jail, they would rather put the money on the one in jail books than send the other son money for college. Make that make sense?
You got a point. You got a point. I think there's a huge problem with that we glorify prison and jail over college or being productive model citizens. So I agree with you on that one.
No, the thing is, our community, many of us privatize prioritize college, but the college they don't do it for the men. It's only for the women. They teach the women to go to college and be independent and get the bag. But the son, the uncle, not so. He's supposed to be that buffoon. He's supposed to be that dude that tear up the community. You don't have no sense. He just do whatever, and then they say, oh, his uncle, he's special, or he's this, and that. You know how he get down. So they build up the woman and put the man down. It's been going on ever since from the government, and now we have a lot of opportunity to change it, but we're not changing it. It's like when you run a relay, take the baton, we
Right.
just carry on the same thing, that the government put in our community is still going on now, and we're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of issue amongst our communities that we don't really tackle as a community. I think men are forced to be held accountable, while in this Western society now, there's really no accountability when it comes to the other side of it with women. I think I think if both parties would be more accountable in their actions, then we can come up with some solutions to the problems. But the accountability is lost, man.
I'll give you another example. We as black men, we are taught to go out there and get it and come home and take care of the family. It doesn't matter who it is, we take care of the family. Sometimes, we got cousins, sometimes we have nephews, come live with us. Grandma come live with us. And as a black man, we thought that we're supposed to take care of the family. That's fine. But nowadays, we have equality, right?
Right.
We have equality now. So let me go back a little bit. They say a black man's supposed to come home and provide for the family. Go out there and work and provide for the family. Or if you're a young black man, you're supposed to go to college, and when you make it, you're supposed to come back to the community and give back to the community, whether it's feed the homeless or build shelter or museum or whatever it is. You're supposed to come home and give back to the community. But now, with equality, with black women making more money than black men, now, with online streaming and, with them getting into, the courthouse job, they're getting into politician, they get into politics and everything, and they're making more money now. Why they can't tell the women with all this, with them using their money by in this billion-dollar wig industry, why they can't give back to the community? Why they can't do it? Why black man still has to do it? They're making the money too. Nobody asked them to come back in the community and build it up. Why nobody asked them to do it? They're a billion-dollar entity. They're doing all this, wigs and what do you call it, makeup industry, making billions off a black woman. Why can't they help the community? Why? Why we still have to do it? That's how we equal now. Are we just using equality for our own what do you call it? When you want to call out somebody, or when you want to get out of something, you use equality.
Listen, you and I both know that equality is that's an illusion. We'll never have equality. There's
I
always
know
gonna
that.
be there's always gonna be someone more privileged than you. There's always gonna be different things. So when they talk about equality, they know it's far fetched. That's an illusion. There's no such thing as equality. You know that. We done had countless conversations about that.
Yeah, we do, but I'm using their logic. They say we are equal now. So where's the equality? Why can't they ask them to help fix the community? Because they always say that, when you're having a heated conversation and they're losing the conversation with logic, they will pull, why can't we come together? So why can't we come together on this and fix the community? Why?
Listen, that your guess is as good as mine with this with that situation. I don't understand a lot of what's going on in the community as far as this dynamic between black men and black women, as far as like the the community as a whole. We are really divided, and we can't continue to blame the white man. Yeah, they play a part of it, but we have to fix the issues amongst us. All of that, what you just said, I don't understand it either. You know, I don't understand, but maybe our viewers, maybe you guys can leave comments if y'all got good understanding about that. Like he said, we're gonna use your logic. We'll see, because I already know there's no such thing as equality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no such thing as equality. I don't believe in this equality because, it can be equal to me. I'm a guy and you're a woman. So there's no way you can be equal to me because I am the stronger sex.
Or
So there's no way.
not even just that, just in life, period. There's always gonna
Yes,
be somebody more privileged, somebody better looking, somebody, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta accept who you are and do what you do. You know, that's why we
but
have so much jealousy and envy out here, you know?
but you know what? Let me go back a little bit. I can't fully blame. I can't put 100% of the blame on the women. I have to put some of the blame on the man too, especially especially these hoteps. I have to put the blame on them too. These hoteps and these pro-black because they always stand up and they beat their chest, talking about they are the men of the community and this and that. And they here to protect the community. Some of them let this shit go. They let it go. They don't check the women when they're out of line. They don't check these women when they're out of line. They just let it go and let it slide because at the end of the day, it's a pussy game. It is. At the end of the day, these hoteps they don't do anything for the community. These these hoteps they sit in the community waiting for some white cop to kill a black man, and then here they come. But the shooting amongst us in the community, nope, you don't see anything. Nobody say nothing. Everybody just keep quiet. So the community is dead. In 2014, I've been navigating this shit for a while, and I don't understand what's going on with our women back then. I used to see it, but it's like a puzzle. I can't solve it. I just see it looking at it. And then in 2014, everything started coming together about the community. Remember now, I get this. This is my opinion. I get this in 2014. I see it and I finally solve the problem. I see it. And remember, other men, other women see it coming before I do. But I finally get it back in 2014. And from 2014 until now, present, 2023, does the community look change to you? Does people change? Is it better? I'm just saying since 2014 until now, do you see any changes? Do you see any better? Do we stop killing each other? Are we saving the community? Nothing. All we do is talk in the community. All we do is talk. And at the end of the day, we go back to do whatever we got to do. Or we just talk because it's a pussy game. Because at the end of the day, if you pander to certain type of woman, you will get the ass. That's how it is. That's it. At the end of the day, it's a pussy game.
That's true. I mean, it's to me, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse all around the board. Community killings are at a all-time high amongst these gangs in the neighborhoods, drugs. Yeah, it's gotten worse. Family divide, a lot of masculine women. And like you said, a lot of these dudes, for me, I'm the same way. I put the blame on both sides. It's not just women, it's both men and women, you know. But realistically, though, I think the woman should hold the woman that's of standard of carrying the torch the right way. They need to hold these women accountable. You know what I'm saying? We need to hold the men accountable. They got to do it first, but there's no accountability.
This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen because there's a shaming game I saw over the years. Because I see many women, step up. I see many women step up and say, "Listen, this is wrong. You guys can't do this. This is wrong. We need to do a better job." They call him pick me. They call this woman pick me. So, and then men, if the men step up and say, "Listen, we have to do a better job. This can't happen." Oh, he's great. He's from the rainbow community. You see what I'm saying? He's rainbow community. Why is he talking like that? He's this, he's that. He's from the rainbow community. He's zesty. So Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So even if you try to fix it and try to call it out, you got others behind you calling the women to pick me. I'm calling the black man, a rainbow.
So
So
what do you?
now, uh-huh.
I got a question. What are your thoughts on the Black Lives Matter of everything that transpired with the Black Lives Matter thing? I don't know if you heard about it, the fraud, the money thing.
I've seen everything on full display. Garbage. It's the same thing. These organizers from the Black Lives Matter. You can see it in plain sight. They make money off the backs of dead black men or dead black people overall. They don't do anything for the community. Millions, millions of money collected to help the community. And what they do, they buy real estate. They go to strip club. They do all type of things for their own benefit. None of the money go back to the community to do research center. Nothing. Football practice for these young boys. Nothing. And that's why I'm saying the community is dead. I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me, but it is dead. The only thing you gotta do is abandon ship and take care of your own family. Take care of yours. You can't go out there and protect everybody and try to, oh, we got no. This community thing is dead, bro. It's dead. Everything is our anything in our community that we enjoy. Like, for example, there's a club in the community where everybody go have a drink. They shoot it up. Sports bar, they shoot it up. Everything that we supposed to enjoy in the community and have a drink, have a conversation. We shoot it up. We can't even come outside. The young kids can't even come outside. We enslave our own people in the community. We can't come out. We can't say anything at this point. If you say something, you lose your job. So we enslave each other right now, just like how the others did us. We're doing the same thing to ourselves. So it's dead.
But how is that? How is that a solution? There has to be a solution for it being dead. I mean, you have a child. I have children. Our children are going to be amongst the people in the community. They're going to be going to school, working. So things surrounding our children are going to affect them.
Yes, it's going to affect them, but the only solution I see and I saw in the community is when black people separate themselves from certain individuals. For example, I know we're talking about black issues, but let me step over here for a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
In the white community, the white folks separate themselves from trailer park trash. They separate themselves from the moonshiners. You see what I'm saying? In the moonshiners up in the mountains and stuff. The white folks separate themselves. They are all whites, but they separate themselves from the rednecks and they separate themselves from the moonshiners. Okay? If the moonshiners and the rednecks do something, they say, listen, that's not us. They're separate. Okay? They are the ghetto of the white folks. Okay? But us, we do the opposite. We embrace dysfunction. We embrace criminals. We give them, icon. They say they are icon. That's what I'm saying. Example, 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent, that's my boy. If 50 Cent didn't get shot 9 times, he wouldn't be this big. If 50 Cent was a regular dude just come out, he would have faded away a long time ago. But 50 Cent have a story. He said, listen, I used to do drugs and I get shot. So you have a good story to tell.
You mean sell
So,
drugs? He used to sell drugs.
yes, he used to sell drugs. So 50 Cent, 50 Cent, I listen to him a lot. That's my boy. He's a good entrepreneur, whatever. But 50 Cent have a good story. So they're pushing forward, right? Jay Z. Jay Z had the same similar, but Jay Z didn't get shot. He used to sell drugs. They pushed Jay Z forward because Jay Z have a storyline behind it by selling drugs to his community.
Right.
Right.
Oh, since you brought up 50 Cent, let's talk about his son. You heard about what his son was saying a couple of
I heard
months
about this
ago?
one. I heard about this one, and that's on what do you call it? Um, single mom. Single mom. That's the single mom syndrome. And we all know that. Even though people trying to deny it, we all know that, his mom manipulate him and he's weak. We already know that. So there's no debate on that one. We already know what that is. Because your father reached out to you. Because even though a lot of people were saying that, oh, he wasn't there for his son, he wasn't there. This man showed proof, saying that, listen, I reached out to his son. I did this and I did that. He did everything right. But it's just the mom manipulate the son.
Fam, this man was giving her, I think, $50,000 a month before the whole child support thing. Bought her a house, got her a car. That's wild, B. You know how much, you know how much 50,000 a year is? Some people don't even make that. Me and you was fortunate to make more than 50,000 a year, but that most people don't even make that. That's not even the average salary. And he was giving it to her. That is
Free.
wild.
Yeah, give it to her free to take care
Free
of her son.
before it
That's
even
it.
charged. She went to the court to try allegedly, because I, you know what I'm saying, I don't know these people personally, but allegedly from what I read, she went to the court to get more money, and the judge deducted it to 6,700 a month, which is still comes out to 81,000 a year. So if she got way less, but that's still way more than the average salary. That's crazy, man.
Strong father, weak son. That's it. You kept the son away from his dad and you manipulate him, right? And that's the outcome. A lot of people saying that, yeah, but what's the name? She was a single mom when her son, turned out to be good. Yeah, there's exception to the rules, but at the same time, that dude is not 100%. Is not 100%. What do you call it? Intact. He's not 100%. He's still probably, if you do everything right, maybe deep inside he have a short temper or something. He's not 100% there as a man. He do things different. Okay. Some of these dudes, who are basketball players or whatever it is, they grew up as a single mom. Just watch. Sooner or later, it's gonna come up. Some of these dudes, they grow up to be entrepreneurs, whatever, and then boom, one day this dude start wearing a dress and a skirt. I just said, look, there it is, right there. There it is.
Yo, that's wild, cuz yo. Now put on a dress, Bridget. I don't
Yeah,
care
he
how
start
much
wearing
they
a dress.
pay me. Yo, I'm not putting on no dress, bro. I mean,
Right.
yo, to each his or her own. If y'all want to do that, but don't force that on straight men. Don't do that. You keep that over there. If you want to wear a dress, that's on you. But yo, back to the 50 Cent thing. I hope they fix their issues, man. You know, it's a sad, which a lot of that happens in the community, which is sad, man. And I hope they fix their situation, man. I'm a father. I know what it is to have children. I raised them, so it's tough. It's not easy for us out here as men.
No, it's not. No, it's not at this point. Right now, what do you call it? I forgot the name of it right now. It's like we are double jeopardy at this point, being a man. You were born as a black man, right? Jeopardy. Because as a black man, you're seen as a threat. And the second thing, you were born as a man, okay? So being born as a man in today's society, they're saying that you're a part of the patriarchy and you're part of the problem. So we're double jeopardy. right from the womb. Uh, in today's society.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're living in a different times where we have a lot of masculine women. We have women that think they can beat you and want to step to you a certain way. You got to check them because I don't believe in hitting women, but I'm
What?
not I'm not gonna let no woman disrespect me. I don't care who you are, you know. But
Listen, I don't believe in putting the hands. I don't believe in putting the hands on no woman. I'm from the old school. I thought that I should walk away. But listen, if you ever put your hands on me, you're gonna eat dirt. I'm serious. If you put your hands on me, you're gonna eat dirt. Because if your daddy don't teach you how to not put your hands on a man, I'm sorry for you. Don't put your hands on me. Because if you put your hands on me, you're gonna eat dirt. Keep your hands to yourself. None of us supposed to be putting the hands on nobody. If we're gonna talk, we have a conversation. Or I would jump in my car and go breeze out, go have a drink, and I'll be back.
I
Go take a
feel that
walk and I'll be back. None of us are supposed to be putting the hand. But if you raise your hand on me, that's telling me that you lost respect for me at that point. You don't see me as a man. You see me as a bitch at that time. If you're gonna raise your hands to me, and if you raise your hands, that's it. We're done. If you raise your hand and if you call the police, we're done at that point. It's over. Because why would I go back with you if you put your hands on me and if you call the police? You already lost respect for me already. So why should I even continue trying to fix this? It's over. It's over with. We're done.
I I feel you, man. Me, I'm walking away. But I know most men we are of Jamaican descent, so some of our people in our family, they don't tolerate none of that. So I know what he's saying. Me, I'm walking away. I'm not the only way I'll do something is if you're trying to kill me or harm me, then I gotta defend it. But other than that, if it don't reach to that point, which is not, because I'm gonna walk away before I even get to that point. Because I done been in these situations before. So I'm walking away. And he's right. You know, if it gets to a point where a woman has to, put her hands on you or feels she needs to put her hands on you or talk to you any kind of way, you need to leave her alone. If she's calling the police on you, you gotta let that go, brothers. Gotta let that go. I
No,
agree with
I
you
will
with that.
let no, I will walk no, I will walk away because I've seen in many cases she put the hands on this man and the man kept walking away. But because she wanted a reaction, she kept doing it. Listen, these women always say the man is abusing her. Okay? The man is abusing her. And she kept going back. Well, why you keep going back to your abuser? So listen, if I'm trying to de-escalate the situation and you still because trust bro, you know how a woman is, bro. Come on now. You know how they are. When you're trying to de-escalate the situation and walk away, it's still coming. And if you put your hands on me, remember now, I'm not gonna put my hands on her. But if you put your hands on me, you're gonna eat dirt. I'm serious. Don't put your hands on me. If you put your hands on me and then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, we're done. You lost respect for me at that moment. So we ain't going back together. We're done.
Yeah, and coming from where we come from, our culture is big on respect. We don't like the men in our culture. Most men, period, want respect. You understand? So when the respect factor is out the door, then it brings chaos. Because if somebody don't respect you, that means they're able to do and capable of doing anything to you.
Right. When fuck love, respect. Respect me first. And if you lost respect, I don't need to be around you. That's about it. But going back, the community is dead, and I don't see any way how to fix it. The only way this gonna be is as we separate ourselves. Maybe if we separate ourselves and go our own way, maybe, just maybe, we can come back together. But right now, no, it's not getting any better. Or the other way to fix the community is to start from the newborn. If you can start from the newborn, the suckling, the newborn, and start from there, and then you can, raise that generation to be different. But with these older folks and these teenagers, it's not gonna happen, bro. They are far gone. It's over, bro. It's over.
So
And
you
another thing, black folks kept electing the same goddamn politician into the community that doesn't do anything. Listen, if a politician, kept saying, oh, we're gonna fix this, we're gonna fix that, and then black folks will rally behind this politician and say, yeah, 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 we're gonna fix something, and then, you know, someone will say, you know what, this politician is the same, like the others, they ain't gonna fix nothing. All the politician has to do is do some dumb shit. Maybe pull out a hot sauce. Maybe pull out a hot sauce, or maybe listen to T.I. song, and everything is sealed and deal. Everything is sealed. It's a deal. Pull out the hot sauce, start playing the T.I. or Cardi B music, and that's it. It's done because we like this function. That's it, bro. Even though the politician ain't got no good intention, all they gotta do is play Cardi B song or Megan Thee Stallion song, and boom, the
but
deal is sealed.
but let me ask you this. What
Mm.
politician from you were born, even before, through history, has done anything for the black community? Who? Because I don't know any. That's why I'm gonna ask you
I don't
this.
know any. I don't know any. I don't know any because that guy from the politician that died. What's his name? Elijah. What's his name?
Who you talking about?
That politician that died a couple of years ago. That black politician guy. What's his name? He was in the civil rights movement.
I think I know who you talking about. You talking about something Lewis, right? What is it?
Yes,
John Lewis? John Lewis
I
is
think it's
his name?
John Lewis.
I don't know if I'm saying your
Listen,
name wrong. I apologize, but I
I think
think
it's
it's
John
John
Lewis
Lewis.
or someone. But you know, rest in peace. But I gotta call him out. This guy didn't do shit for his community after all those years. Probably the only thing he do is civil rights movement back in the days. That's the only thing he does. But everything else, the community is still the same. Nothing for his community. The other one, Maxine Waters, she don't do a goddamn thing, and everybody thinks she's an icon. Nothing. The other one, Lightfoot in Chicago right now. She ain't been doing a goddamn thing for the community. And it's like these people just lined up still voting for them.
Like you
It's
said,
like
they love chaos and dysfunction, man.
an
They love
abuse. They love abuse. Stockholm syndrome. They love it. They like to play the victim. Anytime we reach to a point where we can do better, we fall back. No, we don't want to do that because I don't trust that. No, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna stay here and complain and be the victim. Anytime you try to step up and do something good, you go back and do the same nonsense.
That's true, man. We in for it though. We in for it for real, and it is getting worse. And I don't think they really tackle the real issues that's plaguing our communities, and the violence and the drugs and the violence in music, movies, and all of these different things, and the whole force fed with the whole the other side, the other community. I don't want to disrespect them, but the gay community. Um, I think there's a lot of force fed things that they're pushing and not really touching on and tackling the real issues, which is the violence and the materialism, the sexism, all of this stuff that we see on a daily basis is really destroying the communities, man.
Yeah, that's the, those are the only thing I saw they're pushing a lot. They invest a lot of money in it. Is that the alphabet community and pushing for the, not pushing, it's already happening. The woman is the leader of the community. The man of the community, they can't say anything. They can't say anything. There's no man leader in the community. If there's a man leader in the community, he's the rainbow. No, I'm telling you.
They
Right
want
now,
us. They want us feminine, man.
yes, the leader of the community is the woman and the rainbow man. That's it. That's the only thing they're pushing, and they invest a lot of money right now. If like, for example, you and me, if you want to get big in social media, I'm talking about big in social media and blow up, be a rainbow. I see how fast that happen. But being a regular straight black man, that ain't happening.
Yeah, because they don't.
Oh,
They don't want. They don't want. See, the thing about it is, like a man like me, they would never push because I got all the things that they don't want to represent. Same with you. I seen you come up from working to having a successful business, from doing your thing. And some people try to hate on you on the low, but I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we hate each other and be envious and and be people that's in your corner that be jealous of you. That's another issue in our community. I'm always happy to see a brother step up and be doing good and feeding his family and being successful. That's a great tool to have, and it's a great thing for our environment and our community.
but re- but rem- um but remember, you have that situation in your corner as well. Your own friend hating on you. Remember that?
Right,
Right.
right.
So it's just how it is. I don't see the community getting any better at all. And the thing is, it's not just only our community. It's just black community across the board, even in the Caribbean. It's across the board. We can't get it together. It's across the board. We have our hiccups now and then, but it's just across the board. We can't get along with each other. It's across the board. But here in the US, in the West, we have it worse in the West. We embrace the dysfunction. We don't see nothing wrong with it. Good is bad and bad is good. It's the opposite. Our women procreate with the lowest men, the lowest. They procreate with them. We do everything backward in our community. That's why I don't see any changes moving forward. Like I said, the time when I wake up and I saw everything was 2014. I solved the puzzle and I see everything was going on. And from 2014 until this day, I don't see any changes. Nothing. The only changes I see is more men being rainbow, and that's it. Nothing else. We kill more people than the other community. We kill each other more. It's not getting any better.
Yeah, the violence is getting out of control.
Yeah.
Definitely is. And that's a product of stripping fathers of their rights a lot of times too, and taking them out of the home. I'm not saying that we don't have fathers that don't take care of their kids. They do. But I'm talking about the ones like you and I, that's an influence in their child's life and wants to be a part of their child's life and push to try to guide their child as well. I think there's a lot of fight with that too, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of fight with that, but I don't know. Maybe you have a solution that you think you want to put out there, but we don't want no solution, bro. We don't want no solution. We've been saying solution for the past 50 years. For the past 50 years, we've been asking for solution, and when you put solution out there, nobody use it. In for the past 50 years, for the past 50 years, as a man, you're supposed to be a man and provide for the family. Go to work, come home, and provide for the family. The old-fashioned way, factory jobs, warehouse jobs, office jobs, driving, trucking, everything. You have to go out there and come home to your family. We still, as a man, we still do it the old-fashioned way. But for the past 50 years, the women have changed their position multiple times. They have changed their position. They're not married anymore. They're not nothing. But we supposed to stay tradition while they change. It's not gonna happen.
You gotta
It's not
you
gonna
gotta
happen.
realize you gotta realize too. A lot of women are followers. They only do whatever is going on, like following these cliches, following stuff. Even a lot of the men are not leaders. They're followers. Like you and me, we product of our own thing. We don't subscribe to how other people move. Yeah, me and you have conversations, and even when we disagree, it's a healthy conversation. It's not arguing. It's not yo f you, f me. We always have great conversations. No disrespect. It's just But when it come down to the women and men in our community, it's like if you disagree with them and you don't believe in what they believe in, they want to attack you. They want to call you names. They want to disrespect you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The community is, like I said, the community is backward. Most of these men that agree with the nonsense and the dysfunction, some of them they can't do any better because some of these men live with these women. Some of these men don't have their own place, so you just have to work with it just to get along, just to have a roof over their head. Some of these men can't say anything, and there's another group of men is they just go along with it because at the end of the day, it's a pussy game.
You got a
Hey,
point.
if I go along with this chick, if I support her without fuckery, I'm gonna get some. And they just work with it. They don't care.
You're right. You see it with these corporate women and women that make a lot of women. We've been around them, when they acting bougie and think they better than we don't pay them no mind. But you see
Look,
the dudes that be like, oh, doing anything to get in the drawers. You're right.
look, look,
We don't work with
look,
people like that too, man.
look at look at Leo. The perfect example is on TV. Look at TV. Look at you have a panel of women and the man is there. Look how the man behaves. The man behaves docile. The
True.
man behaves docile. Even though it go against his manhood, he just lay down and go along with it. Even on the radio, look at Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is an entrepreneur. Steve Harvey is a man. And look how Steve Harvey acts around his wife. Steve Harvey acting like he's the woman and she's the man.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care what you got, what you have. I'm not letting nobody disrespect me. Nobody. Nobody on planet Earth could disrespect me. And me stay there and just take it. That's not happening. So I to these dudes out here, man, you gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. And me and this man has been friends for years, man. This is a good friend of mine. Great guy. He's about to have his podcast coming soon. And you know, it's just we have these conversations all the time. And I wanted him on the podcast so you could hear his viewpoints on what he thinks about the society. Yo, so brother, any last words before we get out of here, man?
No, it was a great podcast, bro, and it was nice talking to you. It was a long time coming. I was about to kick your ass, but you come through. You come through.
Yeah, man. I
You
appreciate you
come
joining.
through.
I appreciate you joining the platform, man. And hopefully we do this again. Hopefully, I can't wait to see your platform out there, man. This guy's it's a great guy, man. Good friend of mine. And this is the Missing Conversation podcast where the conversation is missing. I am True Poet, and we out of here. Until the next time, peace and love.
All right, bro. Later.
All right.